Welcome to Not Awaken Your Soul's Unlimited Potential. My name is Eva, and I'm so happy to have you here with me. And today I'm going to be sharing an insight that I've been tapping into recently, and that is you're only ready to receive information that your soul chooses to receive and chooses to accept. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. I've come to realize that we attract certain information to us when you're completely ready to receive. Okay, that's what I was saying, right? You'll find that, for example, maybe someone has been trying to convince you of a particular ideology for years or months or days, okay, depending on the circumstance, right? And for some reason, you just don't want to listen to them. You've been rejecting this particular information because to you it didn't make sense. And then all of a sudden, one day, you just woke up and it's kind of like aha moment that you just tapped into, like whatever this person has been trying to convince you about suddenly makes sense. So what's been happening all along with all the months or the days that they've wasted on you trying to convince you to agree with them or whatever, your soul, or I'd say in this case your ego, has been rejecting this information because, like I say, your ego's main job is to keep you from dying. Okay, so anything new, any change, any whatever, that any kind of change for your ego signifies death. Okay, so if you're tapping into certain information that doesn't make sense to your ego's first reaction will be reject. That doesn't make sense, I'm not going to listen to you. And that's how most people operate in life, right? Because they've been exposed to one particular ideology or one particular belief most of their life. I won't say all of their life because you probably have 60, 40, 30 more years to go. So it's not all your life. You still have time to change, right? But you've been being exposed to one belief for all those years. And when someone else is coming with a different ideology, that might actually be true. It's only that it's different from what you know. Your ego immediately goes into protection mode. It's like, whoa. Whatever you're saying is wrong. I have to protect myself. I have to protect what I know. I don't want to change what I've been believing in. I don't want to change my action based on a new ideology. No, I gotta protect myself. So for most people, they go reject. Okay, and for the lucky ones who are actually curious and maybe want to know more and go and maybe now decide to study more or acquire more information on that, you'll find that the more they expand their awareness, the more they expand their consciousness, the more and more certain beliefs will start making sense to them. Okay, but that might take some time depending on your particular situation and just basically your soul's growth. And I'll give you an example from my own life, right? If you've been following me on my YouTube, you know that I do work with Akashic records. I'm a soul realignment practitioner, and basically soul realignment is all about discovering your past life, your particular soul story, and discovering who you are at soul level, right? If you told me this information 5 years ago, if you even told me this information 2 years ago when I was starting my journey, I would have looked at you like you're so weird. I would have actually judged you. And I was exposed to this information 2 years ago, but it didn't make sense to me. To me, I was like, no, because I have been brought up from a Christian background, so I still have those beliefs still deep inside me, right? So anything that was challenging that particular concept of what life is, I found to be weird, and I wasn't ready to receive it. So I would immediately shut down my mind and I didn't want to listen. And now look at me 2 years later, and this is what I'm talking about. So what changed in these 2 years? It's the fact that when I started my journey, I set the intention that I just want to learn. That's all I wanted, which is still my intention right now. I'll always say I'm a lifelong learner, like I'm a student of life, right? Like I want to learn how the universe works. That's the intention I set when I started my journey 2 years ago. So with that, information started being made available to me. Information that I didn't even know existed. And here's the funny thing, right? There's some courses and some teachers who've been in existence for over a decade or something, or even 20 years. some books which have existed for such a long time, but I'm only tapping into them right now. Why is that? And I'd like you to ask yourself that question. It's because 20 years ago or 10 years ago, even if someone gave me that information, it would have been pointless because I wasn't ready to receive it 10 years ago. I wasn't ready. I still had a long journey to make to get to where I am today. So 10 years ago, that information will have made no difference in my life at all. Right now, I'm reading the information, I'm acquiring the knowledge, and it seemed like such a magnificent thing. And I'm always asking myself, why didn't I know this before? And the answer to that question is, I wasn't ready. And that's how I want you to look at it, okay? If you're really not ready to receive something, if you're really not ready to learn something new, it doesn't matter how many times someone preaches that to you. It doesn't matter how many times they'll sing that song to you over and over again. Until the point you choose, you make that decision that yes, I'm ready to receive. Until you make the choice to try and learn more. Use your discernment to figure out what's true or what's not true according to your perspective. Because here's the thing, not everything that's out here online is true. There are people who just wake up and decide to share whatever that's on their minds, and some of it is not coming from a divine kind of place. It's coming from their ego, and they wanna spread that information like it's being divinely guided, but that's not true, and they spread so much misinformation out here. So if you don't have discernment, you won't be able to identify these half-truths from other people, and you'll be tapping into that thinking that you're being divinely guided to that, but it's not. It's your ego recognizing that other person's ego. So, and that's why I always say, like, even right now with the information I tap into, I don't just go and accept it blindly. I accept it because my soul knows it to be true. And that only happens because I reflect on the things I learn. If something doesn't feel true to me, I'm not going to accept it just because someone, regardless of whatever position they're on in the world, just because they say it doesn't make it true. And I'm my own authority. I'm the authority in my own life. So whatever I tap into, I gotta take responsibility for. So for me, what I'd encourage you for you to do is, first of all, set the intention that you want to learn and watch the universe, watch the divine give you just that, give you the information to help you learn. Number 2, use discernment, okay? Sit down, reflect, meditate, journal on any new information you tap into. Don't accept it as absolute truth, including what I also say on my channel, okay? Just because I'm saying it doesn't make it true. I might believe it should be true because I've seen the changes and I've seen the amazing experience that I've been able to create based on what I've been tapping into. So that's based on my perspective. But go figure out your own truth. I completely believe in that. If your soul really, really knows something to be true, you'll just feel it. You'll feel a certain peace and a certain thing that just makes sense with this particular information. But if it doesn't, it will always feel uncomfortable. You always feel uneasy with this information, right? So that's 2. Number 3 is be understanding to other people who might not have the level of awareness, the level of consciousness that you have right now. Okay, remember that not long ago, you were probably in that other position with these people. So when you sit here and start saying that, oh, I've been able to tap into certain teachers and certain information that you don't have, so I'm better than you. That's not true. Remember, we're all the divine creators of our own experiences. What I can do, you can do too. My kind of gifts, you might not be the same, but you'll be gifted in a different way, but you'll still be able to tap into the kind of power that I have. That's not exclusively meant for certain people, and then the rest of the population is just supposed to follow blindly. This information, this knowledge, this gifts, this power is available for everyone. You just have to learn how to tap into that. Okay, so it doesn't make you better just because you've been able to develop your consciousness to a certain level. No. Your only role will be to be able to just provide guidance for anyone else who's still stuck where you are. It's not for you to go and force your ideologies down their throats. No, you're going to share the information. If their soul is ready to receive that, they'll receive it. Maybe not now, maybe it might make sense to them in a couple of years or in a couple of months. I mean, that's completely okay, but you have to let this person figure out their path in their own way. It's not your job to figure out their path for them. They have to make that decision to choose that path for themselves. You can do that for them. But in that time, show compassion, show understanding for this person, because not so long ago, again, you were there. So that was my deep aha moment that I have been reflecting on. Let me know down below if you resonate with anything that I've said. I really hope you do comment down below. And for now, I'm just sending you so much love, sending you so much love, and sending you wishing that you do get to awaken your true potential. You get to discover who you really are outside of this physical elements that we see, which so many people are attached to, And as always, I do end my videos by sharing how I can actually help you do that, to discover the truth of who you are, discover your soul's potential, discover who you're supposed to be in this current lifetime. And you do that with two modalities. Okay, so the first modality is soul realignment work, which involves working with Akashic records to determine who you are at soul level, to determine your soul gifts, to determine where your soul is originally from, your particular soul group, to determine your soul group gifts, to determine your blocks and restriction, basically the negative karma that you've created for yourself, to identify your particular soul story. Okay, so if that resonates with you and you like to learn this, you like to learn who you really are, and also heal on an energetic level, on a soul level, in order to awaken your soul gifts, in order to awaken your true potential, do check out the soul realignment reading down below in the description box. The second thing I offer is quantum flow. Quantum flow is a methodology that incorporates the use of breathwork, sound, and movement to help you rewire your nervous system back to its natural state. So what quantum flow does is that it works on every layer of your being. First of all, it helps you connect to your soul guidance, helps you to really tap into your soul intuition by clearing all the murkiness that's been blocking you from that on a physical level. It helps you awaken, it helps you rewire your entire body on a physical level, on a cellular level, your nervous system, all the blocks that are in your nervous system that are preventing your energy from flowing freely inside of your body. Because here's the thing, if you're stuck in low level emotions, anger, disappointment, fear, jealousy, and all that, they actually create blocks in your system, most of which is stored in your 3 lower chakras. And these 3 lower chakras actually suck energy from your divine chakras, which is the upper chakras. So you'll find yourself not able to create anything in your life, to manifest anything in your life, because you're stuck in that kind of low vibration. So how do you shift with that? Quantum flow will actually help you do that by clearing all these blocks from your nervous system and getting the energy flowing freely. Actually, it moves the energy from the lower chakra all the way up to your crown, which is your connection with the divine, and that's where basically you want the energy, because it's helping you manifest what you want, more of what you want. It works on a spiritual level, really helping you tap into your divine guidance. It works on a mental level and an emotional level by clearing all these limiting beliefs, all these limiting emotions, all this stuckness that you've been facing in your life over and over again. It helps you clear your past trauma and your past wounds, right? Because here's the thing, if all of these things are stuck in your system, in your nervous system, you keep again attracting the same situation, because they're a vibrational match to who you are embodied at a physical level. So in order to avoid that, you gotta first start by breaking down this stuck wounds, stuck trauma, stuck emotions, in order again to get your energy flowing freely in your nervous system and also in your entire body, right? So if you resonate with that, or if you'd like to know more, you can first of all check out the link down below, quantum flow link, and check out what the quantum flow reading is all about, session is all about. Or if you'd like to know more, connect with me on Instagram or Facebook, send me a DM. I'll always respond to anyone who's interested to learn more. And again, sending you so much love, and I do hope to see you on the next video. If you do like the kind of content that I do share out here, and you'd like to receive more, and you'd also like to support the channel, do subscribe to my channel, and also click on the notification bell that's next to the subscribe button so that you might be getting alerts for each and every time I share a post. Bye for now, and I do hope I'll see you on the next video.